Judge: all right, do you want to discuss that with your client? Defense attorney: yes, Your Honor. Soft pause. Courtroom sounds fade out and back in. Judge: court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt, as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing? Defense attorney: yes, Your Honor. Judge: anything you wish to say on behalf of your client? Defense attorney: Your Honor, audio shift, new case begins. Clerk: court is calling case 2025 CR 000 Awide H01 State versus Kimberly Quavvis. Could I have the parties announce? Prosecutor: for the state of Texas, Annalisa. Judge: Ms. Quavvis, are you present? Defendant: Kimberly Quavvis: yes, ma'am. Judge: counsel: have you received all discovery and reviewed it with your client? Defense attorney: I have, Your Honor. Judge: the court will find the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Quavvis, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Defendant: yes, ma'am. Judge: did you understand it and sign it? Defendant: yes, ma'am. Judge: did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Defendant: yes, ma'am. Defense attorney: we waive the reading of the indictment, Your Honor. Prosecutor: state proceeds on the indictment as presented. Judge: all right, Ms. Quavvis. The felony range of punishment is 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Do you understand? Defendant: yes, ma'am. Judge: you have a right to a jury trial, to confront witnesses, and to remain silent. By entering this plea, you are waiving those rights. Do you understand? Defendant: yes, ma'am. Judge: if the court grants deferred adjudication and it is later revoked, you could be sentenced up to 10 years in prison and fined up to $10,000. Do you understand? Defendant: yes, ma'am. Judge: counsel, has your client provided any defenses? Defense attorney: she has, Your Honor. Judge: do you believe she has a rational and factual understanding of these proceedings? Defense attorney: yes, Your Honor. Judge: with an affirmative finding of family violence, you may not own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand? Defendant: yes, ma'am. Judge: you also may not be designated as the primary custodial parent. Do you understand? Defendant: yes, ma'am. Judge: do you want to discuss that with your client? Defense attorney: yes, Your Honor. Short pause. Defense attorney: Your Honor, we ask the court to consider probating some of the fine and community service hours, as my client has young children to care for. Judge: how old are your children? Defendant: I have a 6-week-old and a 3-year-old. Judge: are you employed? Defendant: I'm a stay-at-home mom. Judge: how are you supporting yourself? Defendant: I have some savings and help from my parents. Judge: all right, why did this happen, Ms. Quavvis? Defendant: there's always been a history of domestic violence between my husband and me. During our altercation, he put our daughter in the middle of it. I was upset, and I made a mistake. Judge: how old was she at the time? Defendant: she was 12. Judge: all right, the court is going to sentence you to a $1,500 fine, which will be probated. You'll receive 4 years of deferred adjudication, proof of employment within 60 days, no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors, affirmative finding of family violence, no contact with Evelyn Rea or Robert Rea. You'll need a third party for visitation, 200 hours of community service, with 100 satisfied through parenting classes, and 100 through completion of BIPP field visits once per month for 6 months. Were any drugs or alcohol involved? Defendant: just marijuana. Judge: when's the last time you used marijuana? Defendant: that day, March 13th, 2025. Judge: if you were tested today, would it be clean? Defendant: yes, ma'am. Judge: all right, TAP evaluation. Follow all recommendations. Defendant: I've already completed parenting classes, Your Honor. Judge: good. Provide proof to probation. Judge: did you review your right to appeal with your attorney and understand it? Defendant: yes. Judge: because this is a plea bargain and I followed your plea, you've waived your right to appeal, and because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you cannot own or possess weapons or ammunition. Do you understand? Defendant. Yes, judge. Judge. All right. We can go off the record. When children are involved, adults must think clearly. The 12-year-old should never be involved in this, and your younger children deserve peace. 2. Probation will coordinate communication through the parenting app. Contact with the children's father will only be allowed through the app. No in-person contact. Defendant. Yes, ma'am. Judge. Good luck to you, Miss Quavvis, defin.